Hi, it's Julie. Welcome to my channel. I am Scrappin' Happy. I'm going to show you my latest accomplishment. And I'm not using the word lightly. This one took some thinking, and that's not my strong suit. So I'm very pleased that it worked out, but it was a little tricky. But let me just show you real quick. It's like 10 1/4 by 5 to 5.5. I mean, this is only 5, but if you can tell, a couple of the pages stick out a little further. So I didn't want to put lace on it because it's for it's a custom order, and I wasn't sure how she felt about, you know, a lot of lace and frou-frou stuff. So we could put lace on it and you know, disguise the fact that some of the pages stick out a little further. But I wanted to wait and see, you know, how she felt about that. It's 100 pages and 2 signatures, and it is made from, it's along the lines of a little golden book. It's got the it's a board book, so of nursery rhymes, Mother Goose nursery rhymes, and it has those pages in and other pages, so you can still read the book. And I didn't cover up any of the nursery rhymes with pockets or anything. Those pages are just plain as is. But what was so difficult is a board book is you know, you can't just take the signature out because they're all kind of attached together. So you have to actually, you know, cut the pages and then put them back together. With here's a good example. With I used fabric as a hinge on each of the board book 2 pages to put them together, and then fold them in half and, you know, stick your other pages in. I had to do it twice because, you know, I'd never done it before, so I didn't make the hinge wide enough. I put them almost touching, like not even 1/8 of an inch in between, and no, not even a 1/16, I would say. It's probably 1/8 to 1/4 now, because I had to redo all of them so that they could have a little more play when you know, attached them and put your pages in between. So you can see here kind of what I'm talking about. Once you just add your pages in, it needed to be able to expand a little bit so that the pages would fit in and go all the way, the spines go all the way as far in as they could. I hope that's making sense. I think I'm pleased. It is way better than it was. These were really sticking out the first time. But I absolutely love this book, and it's for a friend of mine. Let me get that light off, see if that helps any. A friend of mine who is using it as a memory keeping book for her mom, for her and her mom's memories. Her mom has passed, and so she's going to use it for, you know, precious memories of her childhood and her mother. And that just, I love that whole idea. So let me just show you. And here's somebody's address. No, it's not. That's a lie. That's the price. It's obviously was bought at an antique store or something, because here it's got some stuff and the price is written in. So I didn't put pockets or anything, just to leave it as close to original as possible, even though we do have I covered this. I made a spine because, you know, this one was probably 1/2 inch maybe, so I made us a big, like 1 3/4 or close to 2 inches of a spine with double or triple chipboard, some Tyvek, 2 layers of fabric on the outside, and I think just 1 or 2 I can't remember. It looks like 2 layers of fabric on the inside. I just wanted it to be good and sturdy. I didn't want it to break apart. I didn't want, you know, anything bad to happen. So I just really, really reinforced it because I would rather do overkill than, you know, it fall apart. So here's the, and I don't know if you can see, it's got some child has written a story in here. And so I just added some colored papers, some ledger papers. This cool page I got at a thrift store. I bought probably 3 or 4 pieces of this. I just thought it was really neat. And then some cut aparts that I did not cut apart, and just sewed them together. I mean, I glued, let's see, I stitched around and cut them into 2. It's supposed to, you know, obviously supposed to be 1, but I thought we needed longer tags here to write on if that's what she wants to do. And of course she can cut them if she wants smaller. Ledger paper. Look at this. I got this at oh goodness, I can't remember. Was it? I think it was like Tuesday morning, and the whole book is field observations, and it's got your date, location, weather, and your notes. And it's either flowers or birds on the pages, and I thought that was really neat. Did some spray dyeing. Made this one. No, I just clipped that on. Never mind. Never mind. A little bit of scrapbook paper, and then I did a like a flip out thing with lots of extra journaling space, and some where you spray. I sprayed like a pink and a yellow Tattered Angels on my glass mat, and then kind of put some water in, mix it around a little bit, and then just laid the unlined side of a index card in. And it's very pretty. I think it's kind of peachy looking instead of pink. Got some tags. In this little thing, I didn't do it exactly like she showed it, but April at Pink Odd Bird had some really cool top corners, and so I kind of did that also with the index card that I had colored, I had dyed. So I thought that was kind of neat. And this it's tracing paper, and then I did it in the spray inks also. There's a pink and yellow, I think. You know what? It's not spray at all. It's the distress inks. I put them all over the glass mat, the pink and the yellow, and then I sprayed water to kind of mix them together, and then I laid my tracing paper in it. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's really neat looking. And then some notepad from probably Dollar Tree, and I love it. It says, "Enjoy the little things." I love that in baby books or child books, because they are the little things. Some just out of a journal, some lined paper that I used the same process with the distress inks on the glass mat, and then laid the paper all in, put some pretty fabric over to let it be a flip up, made an altar paper clip with some book paper, a little bit of fabric and lace and ribbon. Rita Donnelly, little playing card. You can see the card in the back, but I put paper over it, so if she wanted to write, she could. I tag. I love this paper. I think I backed this one because it's just plain paper. It's not chipboard, I mean cardstock or anything. So I backed it so it was a little sturdier. Backed it with some white cardstock. and then a cutoff. And most of my books I don't get to make really long things because they're only about 8.5 inches high, and this is like 10 inches, so I have me a huge journaling tag, which I love. I think it looks kind of interesting in there, all long and pretty like that. So anyway, there's just some side tucks, some tags, some little journaling places. I'm not really sure. I'm guessing it's going to be quite a bit of a journaling book since she wants to, you know, memories of her mom. But I'm sure there will be things added in. And then some of these cut aparts, a couple of them I made into altered paper clips. This was fun. It was hard. I won't lie. I did learn some lessons, and if you have any questions, if you come to a place where you are going to use a board book, give me a comment and ask me if you have any specific questions, and I will tell you what I've learned. The main thing I can tell you is make your hinge wide enough so that you can actually tuck your things inside. Other than that, it's just kind of trial and error. And there were some errors, but I think I fixed everything. Oh, here's the other where you got your field observations, date, location, weather, notes, and this one is birds. So actually that was a really cool little notebook. This is also inks with I think this is the spray, the Tattered Angels. The yellow, I used yellow and purples. And then just a little fabric covered index card. And I left the lines out where, you know, she could use the lines if she wanted. Another little fabric flip. And another little fabric index card, fabric covered index card. Another heart altered paper clip. And another one of those just complete flip thing, and on the inside it opens and it is this journaling space. This was a part of a gift tag. I mean, not a gift tag, like a retail bought it and this was on it kind of thing. And I get really impressed and amused when people use stuff like this in their books. So I spied it one day and I put it in my little stash, and so I just covered it, music paper on the front and book paper on the back, a little bit of lace and paper, and I have me a little tag that's been converted. I thought that was really fun. I love watching people do that. And so, and then here's just, you know, lines with corrugated piece of cardboard with gold ink. And then another playing card, another Rita, and then just a little spool with some twine or string. I guess it's really string. And then here's another one of those cool corner things that I sort of copied April, Pink Eyed Bird. And then pocket tags, another paper clip. Yeah, I'm having trouble with my little simple words today. Okay. This is one of those, I don't know what you call it, but it's one of those. I can't remember. I know there's a name for it, but it has escaped for the moment. Some more journaling cards, a paper on the back, book page on the front, and a little secret place to write, and then some fabric. And that is it. I'm going to ship this off to her tomorrow. And, oh, I know what I was going to tell you. Yeah, you learn something new every day. And some of the things you learn you don't need to ever know. I didn't think a 3-hole pamphlet stitch was going to be enough holes because it's so huge. So, you know, your next logical thing would be, oh, well, let's do a 5-hole punch. Well, or you could do like I did, do a 6-hole. I've never heard of a 6-hole before, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. So yeah, I think it looks nice. They're relatively straight, and I just kind of winged it. I went, you know, in and out and in and out, and then back the other way so that there's no gaps in the threads on the inside or the outside. And it's because I wanted holes all the way, you know, close to the bottom and the top and all. And so I got them. So that's me making stuff up. Anyway, this is very special, and I am grateful that she let me make it for her, and I hope she loves it. And I appreciate your time. Thanks a lot. Y'all have a good day.